Hi there, happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing great today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn, and this is going to be a general reading for the collective. I feel a pull to do a general reading for everybody, so not just one particular sign, okay? So just take what resonates and leave the rest. 10 cards came out for this reading, plus one oracle card. So let's just go through each card and then we'll do a summary, okay? So the reason that I felt pulled to do a reading for everyone is because the collective is in a major transition right now. So you may be feeling isolated or disconnected from old friendships or communities. You may be feeling emotionally or mentally overwhelmed. You may be feeling spiritually uncertain or blocked, like you're carrying too much emotionally, mentally, physically, and know that this is not just in your head, okay? Spirit is restructuring everyone's reality to make space for alignment and healing. So we'll go through the cards individually. Just going to put some of these cards are, I don't think YouTube would like them. Okay, so let's go through let's break down what all the cards mean. So the first card that came out is the King of Cups. So this card is saying that you're learning to lead with emotional maturity. Spirit is saying stay grounded as the storm passes, okay? You're learning to lead with emotional maturity. Good for you. Awesome. Keep staying grounded until the storm passes. Then the second card is the star reversed. This card is saying that healing feels delayed. You may be doubting your path at this time or your purpose. And then the Four of Wands says that you're craving stability and connection, but it feels very far away. That's why I'm doing this collective reading, because a lot of people are feeling this, okay? Then the Five of Wands. There's inner conflict or outer tension. Okay, we're all going through this growth period and it feels messy. So you may be experiencing some inner conflict or some outer tension in your life right now. And then the King of Swords reversed is, the message here is to watch out for harsh self-talk. Watch what you're saying to yourself, okay? Or watch out for cold logic overpowering your intuition. Okay? The Four of Swords reversed says that you're feeling burned out, but you're avoiding rest. Spirit wants you to know that your soul, your spirit needs stillness. And then the Ten of Wands says that you're carrying more than your fair share. It's time to release what isn't yours. Thoughts, responsibilities, And then however that resonates with you. And then the Ten of Swords reverse is telling you that the worst is behind you, but you're still healing. So let yourself fully let go. Give yourself that permission, okay? Cut the cord. And then the Hanged Man reversed is saying that you're stuck because you're resisting surrender. Perspective is key here, okay? Perspective is key, how you're looking at a situation. And then Temperance reversed. Maybe you feel like life is out of balance. You must realign with your center. That's why Spirit's saying rest. And then the Oracle message here says, you may feel lonely, but you're not alone. Old connections may be falling away because they no longer resonate with the new higher vibration you're stepping into. And I can really, really resonate with this on a grand scale. Spirit is saying it's time to find your soul family. Join spaces that align with who you're becoming, not who you were. Meditation groups, spiritual classes, book clubs, healing circles. Go where your energy feels seen, okay? Spirit, these are some points that Spirit wants you to take note of, okay? First one is let go of who and what no longer resonates with you. Second is rest, reset, and allow healing. The third one is seek out soul-aligned connections. And the fourth one is balance your logic and your emotion. So your masculine side and your feminine side. And trust the process. We're all going through this right now. Surrender to the unknown. You are not being abandoned. Know that in your soul, okay? You're being realigned. If this message resonates, it's because you're not alone in the shift. Many are shedding old layers, grieving past versions of themselves, and moving toward deeper alignment. Just let it fall away. You're being prepared for something more true, more sacred, more you. Okay? So maybe we'll just touch on these cards one more time, just review them, okay? So the King of Cups represents emotional maturity, compassion, balance, and leadership of the heart. He's a stable figure, possibly someone in possibly someone in your life, okay? Or he could represent an aspect of yourself. The King of Cups is someone who is trying to hold emotional space through difficulty. He represents emotional intelligence, staying composed during emotional turbulence. And then the Star reversed speaks of lost hope, disconnection from source, or a delayed healing process. Maybe you're experiencing a lack of faith a lack of optimism or clarity. Maybe you're feeling spiritually lost or you're unsure of your path. It's a card of disillusionment. The Four of Wands is a positive card. It indicates community, celebration, milestones, stability. But with these other cards surrounding it, it could represent what has been lost or what you're longing for. A stable support system, joy, and belonging. There's a desire for unity and belonging, or you have a memory of this. And then the Five of Wands, it's about competition, conflict, ego clashes. It could be inner or outer conflict. It could be arguments, chaotic energy, or spiritual growing pains. Maybe you're experiencing spiritual growing pains as the collective shifts paradigms. Maybe you're struggling to find harmony in group dynamics or within yourself. And then the King of Swords reversed. This is someone who becomes manipulative, cold, or overly logical to the point of detachment. He could also signify mental exhaustion, rigid thinking, or distorted communication. He could represent harsh internal dialogue. So again, watch how you talk to yourself. Or he could represent someone in your life who is manipulative, unkind, or emotionally unavailable. Then the Four of Swords reversed. This card is about burnout, restlessness, avoiding much needed rest and introspection. You may be mentally and spiritually overstimulated, but you're resisting pause. This is a card of exhaustion without recovery. There's a need to withdraw and restore yourself. And then the Ten of Wands shows heavy burdens, being overworked, or emotionally overwhelmed. It's about carrying too much. Too many responsibilities or too much emotional weight. And it's often unnecessary responsibilities or emotional weight, not yours to carry. And then the Ten of Swords reversed is telling you that the worst is over, but there's still pain and resistance to letting go. You could be healing from betrayal or past trauma, but you haven't fully integrated it yet. There's still lingering pain. Recovery is being delayed, or you're unwilling to release the past. And then the Hanged Man says you're refusing to see something from a new perspective, or you're delaying surrender. You may be stuck in old patterns, even when the way forward requires letting go and trusting the unknown. Maybe you're feeling stuck. This is a card of stagnation from resistance or a fear of change. And then Temperance reversed is a card that talks about being out of balance, a lack of moderation, poor integration of lessons. This is a spiritual red flag. It's saying that harmony is being resisted or ignored. There's emotional, mental, or spiritual disalignment. There's an urgent need to restore balance. And then again, your oracle card. There may have been a recent disconnect with old associations or even a dissolution of some wider partnership. As you shift your energy into a higher vibration, you may find that you no longer resonate with all acquaintances the way you used to. And this aligns perfectly with the star reversed, with the 5 of Wands, Temperance reversed, and the 10 of Swords reversed. The collective is undergoing a spiritual shedding, and it's painful. There's a sense of being emotionally overwhelmed, mentally tired, socially isolated, and it's due to energetic misalignment with old people, patterns, or identities. Okay? The collective is maturing emotionally, but this is creating distance from old associations that no longer resonate. Okay? There's an urgent need to retreat, reset, and clear your mind. Your thoughts are overly harsh or distorted. The collective is in a dark night of the soul, where old paradigms are crumbling, but the new hasn't fully landed. There's resistance to surrender, and it's causing more suffering. The emotional and mental burdens are heavy. The collective is doing too much or is holding on to too much. So let go of what no longer serves you. Old communities, beliefs, and patterns, they're falling away for a reason. Spirit is saying, stop resisting the transformation. The discomfort is the pressure of rebirth. Honor what is leaving, but don't try to resurrect it. The death of the old self is not a failure, it's a gateway. Stop running on empty. You need to pause and recenter. Create time for spiritual stillness. Let integration happen in the quiet. Healing doesn't always come from doing more. It often comes from doing less. And the reversed community card urges you to consciously seek new circles that match your higher frequency. Don't isolate or just wait to be found. Take aligned action. Join a class, okay? Meditation group, a spiritual circle, places that honor authenticity and depth. Seek soul-aligned community. And balance your inner masculine and feminine, okay? The King of Swords reversed and the Temperance reversed point to imbalances between logic and intuition, or control and surrender. So Spirit wants you to find equilibrium. Don't over-intellectualize, your healing. Temper your mind with compassion. Temper your emotion with clarity. And accept the present moment. The Hanged Man reversed urges surrender. Stop struggling to control the outcome. There's wisdom in the pause. Enlightenment comes when you stop forcing. Let go and let the divine rearrange what is meant to be reborn. The collective is undergoing a profound emotional and spiritual transition. The energy is heavy with emotional burden, mental exhaustion, disconnection, and growing pains. Many of us feel isolated or estranged from former communities as outdated energetic ties dissolve. This is not punishment. It's a spiritual realignment. Okay? Release what no longer resonates. Rest and heal your mind. Reconnect with aligned souls. Surrender to the spiritual process and balance your inner world. This is a sacred dismantling. Don't resist it. Let the false fall away so the true can rise. So that is your reading, collective. I hope you received I hope it resonated with you. I hope you received some insider guidance. If you did, let me know. I did. I thought it was awesome. This is exactly how I'm feeling. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Take care. Bye.